Hey guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Scorpio. So if you're Scorpio or if you have it somewhere in your chart, this may resonate. Guys, take what is for you and disregard the rest, my friends. Go about today and know that no matter what Spirit has to offer through the cards today, no matter what messages we receive, it's still up to you and your active free will, the choices you make, the steps you take, and how you get the fulfillment that you would like to see in this world, my friends, and that's personal power, baby. So for all my returning subscribers, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. You mean the world to me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. If at the end you feel this resonates, if it's touched your soul in some way, please feel free and subscribe, join the journey with me, and let me encounter your energy more often. It would be awesome to have you along this ride. So I'm going to take a moment before we get into the reading today. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to join me, to jump in, to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself this reading, any of you who would ask for it, as well as to use me as the clearest channel, deliver messages for the highest good only of those of us watching, as well as to deliver messages in the clearest form possible. So I would also encourage any of you, if you are calling in spirit, if you are calling in your angels or guides, ask again that the message is first rate, top notch, for your highest good, and in a way that you can understand. Also, I'm being guided, guys, to say pay attention to the birds right now. Get out in nature if you can, just kind of take in all of the sounds of nature around you. It can be really, really helpful and tranquil. Like, I heard tranquilizing, but it is so peaceful, and also helps us to realize that we're connected and interconnected into something much larger than us. So I'm going to get into the cards now. If I trigger you guys, I apologize. We could be picking up on a situation that you're going through, something that's yet to enter into your energy system, or past situation or a past life situation. Take it how you feel it resonates. And again, if it does not resonate with you, toss it, disregard it, go about your day, my friends. But again, it's still up to your active free will, your grassroots evolution, the choices that you put forward, the steps that you put forward, and how you get the fulfillment that you'd like to see in this world. And like I said, that is personal power. So I'm going to ask a message here from the postcard from Spirit Oracle. But if I trigger you, if I bring up an emotion, why was it here? What can I use? How can I use this empowered vulnerability in my day-to-day life to make positive changes going forward? Okay, so I'm going to take this one message, please, for the sign of Scorpio for March 2020, and they give me two. So guys, take what's for you, disregard the rest. I'm going to take the first look here. We have to celebrate life, if you can see, as well as there is an angel or a cherub on this. And it says, dearest you, we need you to know that you can change things miraculously for you and everyone and make things right. It's never too late. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the burden of an old story, one in which you were the victim of someone else's actions or your own. You don't need to carry this around. You can set yourself free. Even advocating for good because of this experience requires your forgiveness to be effective. Forgiveness is never about condoning things that were done. It's about letting yourself off the hook from carrying the burden. Resentment and hurt are like viruses that spread to others, and that is the opposite of what you really desire, right? Imagine what your life would be like without the burdens that you carry when you do not forgive. You can do it. Everyone over here believes in you and adores you. So we also have, if you see here, it says love your dreams, and there's a little cherub at the end, kind of Cupid, shooting his arrow. Excuse me. Intimacy is scary sometimes. It means you have to let someone else get to know the real you, not that perfect, flawless mask you wear for others. No, it's time to reveal the cool one, the passionate one, the imperfect one. That is totally you, without artifice or walls. Yes, you will be exposed and vulnerable for a time, but it will be so worth it. This is the only way you will know true closeness with others, and you will also be close to Spirit and to us. There is amazing freedom that comes when you let go and you just be yourself with another or a group. Release from the invisible bindings that keep you from intimacy. It is truly empowering, so may we support you wholeheartedly in this choice. You will know yourself better, and we hope learn and love yourself as much as we do. Life is about who we are with others, so share it. You will be so glad you did. Loving you so very much. you don't want to be, or so much, sorry, you don't want to hold on to resentments in this world, because they keep us hostage in our own worlds and stop us from getting close and experiencing new relationships in our life and new closeness in our life. And there is this freedom when we finally drop all our masks, all the veils, and just choose to be us regardless, and not sacrifice our individuality and our autonomy for anyone, and we stand true and strong in our truths. And when we speak that to others, how they react is really important. If they criticize us or belittle us, we know that those people aren't our people. If when we're speaking our truths and we're sharing our heart, these people are accepting and open to us, these are our people. And this is really important to know, that there's a difference between just forgiving everybody and allowing them to continue to do something that they may have done in the past to hurt you. Excuse me. This is saying right now to let go of those things. Forgive yourself for any part that you may have had in them. And I'm being guided to say to you guys, rose quartz as well may be a really helpful stone in making sure that you love yourself and offering yourself forgiveness, and to stay grounded. One of the things is, it talks about that when we choose not to forgive and when we choose to hold resentment, it's like a virus that spreads, because we come to every situation in our life, or if we experience something and we haven't healed it, we may keep seeing it. Our reaction and our actions outwardly and out towards others, if we've not healed, we may really spread this anger and this resentment out into the world without even knowing it, just kind of spewing from us. So this kind of thing is to get a rein on that. If you need to actively forgive, one of the things, especially if it's yourself, which can be the hardest part, we can forgive the person for doing this, but it's really hard to allow ourselves for allowing ourselves to go through this or endure this hardship or whatever it is. So if you need to give yourself a big old hug, imagine yourself in your quiet space going back to this time where something happened, that someone hurt you or you hurt you with your expectations, where this happened. Stop time and give yourself a hug and say, this is not going to lead you to where you'd like to go. It's time to move on. Give yourself a hug and really feel in that hug releasing the burdens, because then you're also making peace with that choice and learning the lessons going forward. So trying to release any resentments this month might be really helpful as well, because coming further in, Spirit saying, hey, it's time to get close. It's time to open up with other people. Not everybody's going to be the people that hurt you, and not every situation is going to be the past. One of the things that keeps us living in the past is feeling like that are not always coming to this kind of way that the ball's going to drop at any point and the bottom's just going to fall out. When we look at it like that, we're always looking for something to fall out, and we're never really enjoying the happiness that this life has to offer in the here and the now. So remember that giving ourselves power to be vulnerable in who we are also means that, sure, a few people might not like you and might not accept you, and like I said, they're not your people, but those people that do open-heartedly accept you with open arms and hearts into this world, keep them. Be vulnerable, be open, and share yourself in all your truth and all your glory, because that's what people need. We're all in this world together, and like this Spirit spoke it through here, share it. Be with people, be with your friends. We don't want to lonely and isolate ourselves away from everyone, because all this does is hold that virus to ourselves and allow it to destroy us. So I'm going to move on for a message from the Magical Unicorns Oracle card, and these are Doreen Virtue, as some positive messages going through this month. I believe that this is major spiritual growth for you guys, major changes. And coming into spring, really embrace the idea of rebirth. Open up to your vulnerable feelings. And if nothing more, if you don't feel you want to share this with others, journal it. You can record videos to yourself if you have trouble writing it down. Hey, start your own YouTube channel and help people out in the process. Maybe it'll work, right? So let's keep going here. One of the things I'm feeling is like the personal is political too, is because when one of us has an issue, when one of us has a problem, when one of us is going through strife, I bet you can find like 10,000 other people in this world who've either gone through it or are going through it or more and might be able to lend a helping hand. But if we hold grievances and silences so close to our heart and we don't openly express out to people that we need help, that we've experienced this, or that, hey, that we can help, how are we going to empower each other? How are we going to change anything? We need to be open with each other first and foremost and share our light. And these cards are beautiful, the unicorn cards. But look at this. Glowing, and to me this yellow is Christ consciousness as well. It says, see the light within yourself and everyone else, coming from this place of, yes, we all have darkness, but there's light. And when we can do that, we hold acceptance to other people's behavior towards us. That's not about us, that's about them. And if you're having issues with intimacy, a lot of times us light workers, we may feel used because we're so forthcoming with our light. We want to help and we want to shine. And sometimes people get a hold of that because, hey, it's supply. And this is coming to narcissistic supply and demand for me, is that share your light. See the light in everyone around you. See the beauty. See their true essence. But if there are people that continually put you down or continually cross your boundaries, see the light in that situation and see the truth and hold the light for yourself so that you can cut ties appropriately with that. But that's just for some of the message. The other message too is seeing the light. This is forgiveness. This is Christ consciousness. This is open-heartedly loving and accepting everyone around us. And there's this stance of what I feel is non-judgmental as well. And listen to your true feelings. Your light, when we dim our light, we're not being true to us. We shine more brightly when we're authentic, when we're vulnerable, and we're feeling loved and connected. And it says, don't let others talk you into doing something that you know is wrong. So if you have sort of a codependent kind of relationship with someone or something, or if there's something that's just toxic and you know it, really listen to your true feelings. See the light in them as well. See the light in you. Bring forgiveness to the situation. And if it cannot be remedied, listen to your true feelings on, does this really fulfill me? Does this truly make me happy? And if not, how can I make a new change? How can I bring a solution? They want me to take the bottom, or the top, and obviously we're going to ask for the bottom as well. But it says, finish what you've started, was the top. You've started something important, now it's time to complete it. So this could be a completion as well. Whatever grievances we've had in the past, let's well it up now and say, all this stuff, I've completed that task. I have learned those lessons and it is time to complete it. I'm going to listen to my truth this time, listen to my true self. As well as if you're getting your mind off something, get some exercise. Even run, walk, swim, or otherwise move your body. This will give you more energy and happiness as well. Fueling our body, and this also keeps us connected to ourselves, right? And feeling better about ourselves. And exercise gives our bodies endorphins, which are basically natural antidepressants and, a natural high. So get out into nature. The more you are serene and connected, the more you allow your light to shine, and the light can transform you as well. So on the path to healing and forgiveness, call the light in. Ask with your feet, take your shoes off, spread your toes apart, feel yourself grounding into the earth, spreading your roots out into the earth's core, and ask that spirit bring down light, white light, healing down through your crown. Bring it all down in through your body, and ask that it run through your feet, and just ask that it cleanse your body to repair any places where damage has been done or it needs to be done, and to bring love and light into your world. And really, as long as you are open and accepting with this, and you again need to be open, because if you close yourself off and say, well, that won't work, no, it won't. Your intention is so important and your mind is so powerful. So open up to the light. And again, seeing the light in others doesn't always mean they have to be in our worlds, right? So first, to see the light in you, and this is important to finish what you started, right? If there's something that you've been meaning to complete, if you've been working on it for a while, take this time, and finish what you started, but get some exercise and know that not everything it doesn't need to be done out of balance. So making sure that you are balanced as you're working through whatever project you are, and not overextending yourself in one area and over giving in one area, but leaving yourself depleted in the process. So I'm going to ask a message from the Shadowscapes Tarot to finish this off. And let's see what we get for some tarot wisdom for the sign of Scorpio for March 2020. Okay. Spirit, thank you. Wow. A whole bunch of stuff fell out upside down and one card flipped over. So I'm going to take the stuff that did not. They do want to show you this badger though. And this is the Seven of Wands, about conflict, confusion, competition. And we have the Queen of Pentacles here that flipped out upright. So I'm going to put this back because it was with all of this stuff, but they showed it to me for a reason. There may have been conflicts and troubles that this is where forgiveness is coming from. Actually, I'm going to keep that card. One of the best things to do in this case is to remain grounded and remain true, and to know that you hold the wisdom, that you are wise, you are important, you are loved, and you are more worthy than you probably even allow yourself to know or to feel. So know that you are fully entitled to live a wonderful, beautiful life in this earth, and you are, being asked to ground yourself, to stand your roots firmly planted in the earth, to live with authenticity, to, I heard move with the earth as well though, and grow with the earth. Let's get some more about this, please. I feel like with this, that's the badger, there's been a lot of, potentially with this card, there's been defensiveness as well. And Spirit's saying, I just heard lay it all down. Lay it down. It's not doing anything but eating you up. So work on the things that you need to bring forgiveness, like that hugging, as well as if you have a bath or a shower, set your intentions that with this water you cleanse me, and ask Spirit as well, get out in the sun, say burn away that anything that's excess. Please, sun, fill me with radiance and help remove any of the darkness that is still clinging, and help me bring forgiveness to these places. You can... I lost my train of thought, guys. So let's see here, please. The Queen of Pentacles, removing this competition mode. As well as one of the things is not to be in competition with anybody but yourself, right? Not to be trying to be better than anyone than you were yesterday. And that you really aren't in competition, because if there's things that fall out of our life, they weren't meant for us. And when we're the Queen of Pentacles, we know that, right? We nurture ourselves and we nurture our loved ones. We nurture the world around us. And this kind of competition mode is not nurturing. So this is maybe stuff that is time to bring forgiveness to. And I heard join some allied forces. So we have the I'm getting used to this. The Nine of Wands here, the Nine of Swords, which has been a nightmare. There's been a lot of mental entrapment, somebody really, really afraid to complete the cycle, which I feel like this is finish what you started. We have the Death card, which represents you guys as well, Scorpio, but this is, again, bringing major endings and transformations to something that I feel like has just been very, very difficult in the headspace and really has kept you trapped or mentally entrapped. And then there's two things that I have in the reverse. We have the Tower and the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords upright is about a thief in the night, somebody making off what is not what is not theirs. This is also lies, deception. I'm hearing heartbreak and deceit, because this kind of thing, if we've been holding on to this, it would have been dug right into your heart. And the Tower in the reverse is saying kind of trying to avoid changes. There may be situations where somebody in the past has not been truthful to try and keep you in this energy, or keep you unstable, or keep you not grounded, and feelings why being vulnerable may be such an issue, but to say, you know, please don't be afraid of bringing change, and to remove the feeling of confusion and isolation and mental entrapment, because this, what I'm feeling, like this energy, if you can see this card, guys, it's like, it's a shitstorm, right? A shitstorm of mental stuff, and Spirit saying, hey, you see that? There is so much beauty in the rebirth. Allow yourself to burn away the illusions of the past and of what has held you in defensive mode, and just to remember to get some exercise, get plenty of water, right? Make proper burial for freedom is the card I heard, and it's from the Isis Oracle. It is letting everything, finishing what we started, putting down the burdens before we move forward, so that they can't rear their ugly head the next time we're ready to get ourselves into a relationship, into a friendship, or ready to open ourselves up a little bit, and then we get afraid, well, this happened before and I don't want this to happen again. There could have been damage done as well, that I'm feeling like now is your time, my Phoenix. Now is your time to rise up in your grounded authority, and nobody's going to be able to knock you off your feet this time. Or if you've not been knocked off your feet, if you don't feel like that's been you, it's like you're going to be able to grow something with all of the hardships that you've gone through. This is a time for transformation, and so listening truthfully to yourself, so that throughout this transformation you step forward, just you. That's what I got for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And again, if it did resonate, please feel free and subscribe. I love you all. Bye now.